Well, fine, good afternoon, everyone. This is Patricia, and I am traveling for history. I'm in Montgomery, Vermont today, and the covered bridge here in front of us is why I'm here. This is the Fuller Covered Bridge. It's also known as the Black Falls Covered Bridge. It's a wooden covered bridge that crosses Black Falls Brook here in Montgomery, Vermont, on Fuller Ridge Road, and was listed on the National Register of Historic Places in 1974. The bridge is one of a concentrated regional collection built by brothers Sheldon and Savannah Jewett. And actually there's a state historic marker right here. Let me go ahead and read this to you. Then I'll have it quoted on my website as well, so you can read it at your leisure. Fuller Covered Bridge, completed originally in 1890. Fuller Covered Bridge was the last of the many covered bridges constructed by Savannah and Sheldon Jewett in Montgomery. The brothers used the town lattice truss system, designed patented in 1820 by architect civil engineer Ethel Town, that consists of a rectangular timber frame connected by sawn planks arranged in the form of a lattice and fastened together with trunnels, wooden pegs. The hemlock timbers used to build the covered bridges of Montgomery were milled at the Jewett family lumber mill in West Hill. Severely deteriorated and damaged by flooding, the single-span Fuller Covered Bridge was dismantled and reconstructed in 2000. This bridge extends nearly 50 feet over Black Falls Brook, and this was posted in 2021. The Fuller Covered Bridge is located on the north side of Montgomery Village on Fuller Bridge Road, which is a continuation of South Richford Road. Richford is the next town over. The bridge is a single-span town truss, 49.5 feet, or 15.1 meters long, and 19.5 feet, or 5.9 meters wide, with a roadway width of 16 feet, or 4.9 meters. It's a one-lane bridge. In fact, you may just have an opportunity to see a vehicle drive through it. You'll be able to see that it's really only wide enough for one vehicle. And there we go. Ta-da! It rests on abutments of mortared stone, one of which has afterwards been faced in concrete. The bridge is covered by a metal gabled roof and is sheathed in vertical board siding, which extends around a short distance into the portals. The deck is made of wooden planks. Let's break this down a bit. So, if you've been watching any of my videos at all, and I've talked about Greek Revival style buildings, then you likely know that this is the gable end. It consists of two sides for the roof, and they're attached at the top, creating a triangle, the top part of the triangle. The vertical board siding, let's take a look-see at that. I think you understand what that means, but in case you don't, I'm here to show it to you. And yay for shade. Alright, the vertical board siding. You can see how that looks. The boards are positioned in an up-down or north-south configuration, and we can see also over here the concrete abutment. Let me zoom in for you. It's a stone. You can see the stone blocks over here, and it's just faced in concrete. And for you to get a better idea of the vertical boarding, there you go. We can also see the lattice truss from out here. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to walk through, but I'll try. But those form a lattice truss. I love the fact that this town has flowers on either side attached to the front of this place. How cool is that? And then extending into the portal is the entrance. And we can see it does indeed extend inside of the entrance to the covered bridge. And we can see also that the deck, which is the flooring, is wood. Wooden planks. And you see also, you can see perhaps even better, this lattice design. Whoosh, went another car. And they kind of go fast over here. So, a little nervous about instant weight loss, but I'm willing to give it a shot. What else can I tell you about this thing? Whoops. Very windy today. The bridge was built in 1890 by Sheldon, the Jewett brothers, who are accredited with building Montgomery's other surviving covered bridges. This assemblage is one of the most concentrated in Vermont, all attributable to a single builder. The Jewetts used standardized dimensions for their construction, except for the bridge length, and prepared wood for the bridges at their lumber yard in Montgomery's West Hill area. The Fuller Bridge underwent a restoration in 1981, but the very next year, at Christmas time, a logging truck destroyed the roof with its loading beam, the driver apparently oblivious to the fact. It may not have been known how the bridge had been damaged had the truck not passed the town garage with Christmas lights that had adorned the bridge and pieces of the roof dragging behind it. I'm sorry, I've been reading this since this morning and it just makes me laugh every single time. The trusses of the bridge were braced for the winter and repairs made the next year. In 1997, a flood threatened to wash the bridge out. So in 2000, a complete reconstruction of the bridge was carried out by Blow and Coat of Morrisville, Vermont. Going back to the driver of the logging truck, I think it's perfectly reasonable that the driver didn't realize he had done that kind of damage to this bridge. Why? Well, I used to drive a bus decades ago. And, you know, I drove a Bluebird bus. Those all metal school buses. Couldn't tell when I hit something. It just didn't feel anything. So I think it's entirely possible that he didn't realize he had done that kind of damage to it. And gosh, driving around with Christmas lights and part of the roof. Well, that's too funny. All right, so here we can see the sign that gives us the height. Center lane height, 11 feet 0 inches, and 8 feet altogether. All right, let's take a walk because I'm feeling, I don't know, not abundantly lucky, but I'll do my best here. All right, no cars. I've been chased out of a covered bridge before. Okay, so inside the roof, right here, fabulous. And we can look at these trusses. These are those wooden pegs, the trunnels. Lots of trunnels. We can see all those round pegs, if you will. Well, those wooden pegs. And then here we have metal bolts, which one could use to tighten these up if need be. And some folks have carved their names and dates into the vertical siding. Here's the other side, of course. Can we see the button over this side? No, I can't. Go over this side. I don't know about you, but I love the sound of water. Running water. The waterway. And at the top here, it says Fuller lattice type bridge built by the Jewett brothers, 1890. All right. No cars behind me. No cars in front of me. Let's do this again, folks. Back to the other side. I don't really see a pedestrian lane in here, but let's create one, shall we? Really dirty in here. But the lattice truss is quite strong. Clearly, it was built in 1890 and the design was from 1820. And plenty of these old bridges are still standing here in Vermont. This side also has the same sign. And this is the Fuller Covered Bridge. If you want to see the pictures, you can go to Instagram or Facebook. Traveling for History, 1L in Traveling. I'm also on Twitter. You can follow me there too. Traveling for HI1. It's numeral 1. Traveling for High 1. And please subscribe to my channel too. I upload every day of the week. All sorts of neat stuff. Buildings on the National Register of Historic Places, buildings on the State Register of Historic Places, people, events, cemeteries, all sorts of neat stuff. And then anything else that weather sometimes lands on my channel. But anyway, thanks so much for watching. And until I see you again, this is Patricia, and I am traveling for history. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.